Hello, every pony. My name's Benjamin Brony.
I'm Captain Warren Oxley.
I'm Ken Sullivan, A.K.A. Crupper X.
I'm BTK6.
This is BronyTrioRadio.
Yay!
BTK6.
Hey, we're back, every pony, for season 7.
It started off decent.
And as of recording this, 2 days from now will be our anniversary.
Oh yeah.
This is our anniversary episode as well.
Whatever.
Yay!
Alright.
Well, you think that, but I was able to disprove that.
Alright. Episode 1, I didn't see too much of because we all woke up late, but I thought it was decent. Celestial Advice. I personally like the episode 2 a little bit better, all balled up. I'm always up for a Starlight and Trixie episode. I like that, 'cause it reminds me of me and Lewis. Episode 1 seemed to dwindle on things a little bit too long. But also we didn't get to see too much of Sunburst doing anything at all. Like I was saying, it seems like they don't know what to do with him now.
He's just a failed merchandise.
Yeah, I don't think he's merchandise. I never seen toy of it.
The Starlight and Glimmer in a Trixie episode, it kind of seems like they're doing the Family Guy Simpsons thing where they're switching back and forth between two things going on at once. Like seeing what this character is doing, seeing what the other character group is doing. I kind of don't like that.
It's what a lot of different cartoons do.
I really don't like that because it feels like they're not confident in the main thing that's going on. So they're like, oh, let's see what this character's doing. Hopefully you'll like what they're doing.
This is filler.
But at least they showing us what the main 6 are doing and seeing Applejack's jaw disappear. That's always fun. Bulk biceps with multiple jobs. It's awesome.
Muscular the muscular.
Oh yeah. Could always use more muscular.
This episode, we are talking about season 7 premiere, Celestial Advice, and All Bottled Up.
But hold up.
This is the first actual premiere
That we covered.
Well, this is the first premiere that BTR's covered, but this is the first premiere that I can actually see in My Little Pony Friendship and Magic that is actually not a 2-parter.
Yeah,
This is
two
the
separate
first
episodes.
The legit not 2-parter. It's literally with just one episode and then another episode shown.
Yeah, and they have no correlation to each other other than
Pretty much.
Starlight.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Okay, now you can get back
It
to
is kind of continuing from mainly Starlight. It's right after that, pretty much. I'm assuming it's the next day. Could be a week after she did her speech. Alright, the ending of episode 1 was alright, pretty well handled, but kind of sappy, as usual, but also Spike as Rarity is kind of gross.
Thank you, darling. Excuse me?
That was actually one of the first things I was gonna mention.
I mean, I like Spike, he's my nigga, but him doing that with his spikes is kind of And Celestia being motherly is always nice to see, because she always brings up the feelings, because
yeah, and also that was freaking insane laugh. Oh,
yeah,
another thing
I love that.
Off joke.
She was a maniac.
We'll be right back to.
Then I don't need a jacket. Thanks, Arthur.
In the background of the first episode, you could also see Spike dancing with Sweetie Belle.
Oh
So
yeah, I didn't
Sweetie
see that.
Belle canon.
Oh, for the fuck's sakes. I mean, cool.
For fuck's sake, lad.
For fuck's sake, the mission is over.
Yeah, but yeah, like you guys already mentioned, Celestia kind of acting that way was slightly out of character, it seems to me. But
I think it was a
it's
nice
still,
touch.
it is kind of neat, but it feels kind of like the fans are like, oh, let's let her act this way, and yeah.
She is motherly. She was Twilight, basically kind of like from childhood to where she is now, like kind of parent in a way.
Yeah, that's the way I always viewed it. No, Twilight was like the mother to Spike. Also, I was gonna say, not too much happened in episode 1, but it was a nice, easy way to ease us into season 7. So that's pretty much most of what I gotta say. Oh yeah, and Thorax didn't do too much either, but I'm glad he's here. Me and Benjamin talked about that. His voice does not fit his body the way he looks.
It's more fun than it sounds.
Okay, the first thing I was wanting to talk about the first episode, of course, was the fact of how Discord was actually managing to be like legit trouble, like for Twilight, and intimidating her and stressing the hell out of her. Like, you do have a plan, don't you? You don't want to fuck this up, do you? Everybody's expecting everything. Yes, they are.
I don't mean to interrupt, but it kind of seems like he was doing both. Like, he was unintentionally doing it by accident, and he didn't realize it, or
just straight up being a douche. We all know that he was doing that on purpose because he doesn't only like chaos, but he likes other people's misery.
What?
And then another thing I liked was how we could like see the transfer from teacher to student, and then or from student to teacher, and then that teacher do the same thing to her student, like from Celestia to Twilight to now Starlight. I think that was a real nice thing, and how you could see it then continue on from the next episode. That's the one thing that did carry over in episode 2 of this season, and I thought that was a real nice touch. Oh, and I'd also like to say something. This is like the first premiere, or I think that compared to last season's premiere, that this was actually a legitimately good one. There was no like, hey, here's a new character just because merchandising.
yeah.
Merchandising.
And speaking of that merchandising, that little useless character only showed up at a cuckoo clock. So I'll just make a or something here. I'm gonna have explosions before that episode even airs. It's gonna be like, here's the sneak peek.
So I gotta mention that magic Twilight used to do that weird prediction thingy, or spirit thing when she's walking around, and how she's imagining Starlight would handle the situation. That was pretty neat.
Yeah, no, that was a really cool spell.
Those were what-if situations, actually, visually.
Going back to explosions, when in episode 2, when Starlight was carrying around that bottle of her anger, which I like. I love the pun of that, by the way, bottling up your anger.
I know that.
Metaphorically.
I was just
It was awesome.
imagining what happens if you throw it, if it was like a hand grenade or something. Like, it would just cause a major explosion.
Nuclear explosion.
Everyone gets angry.
It's like, quick, everyone, get angry! Grenade!
But that wouldn't really work, because they'd all go for Trixie and try beating her up.
Trixie would die. Well, I've never seen this actually happen before. I thought of this. I've never seen any other unicorn do this before. This is the first ever unicorn.
I can imagine it was because she was originally evil. That's the only thing I can think of.
I blame the fact it's because she's way more powerful than a bunch of other unicorns. I mean, she's kind of like right under Twilight level, if not equal. I mean, obviously Trixie, no. I mean, like, she's more powerful than Rarity in that aspect, so I don't think Rarity would ever have that happen. I don't know. That's something I actually kind of admire that they added.
Yeah, it's a nice touch to make her creepier. Starlight reminded me of myself in this.
It gives her a forward focus.
Because I do bottle up my anger a lot of times.
You do a lot.
Other times, though, I am pretty laughative and happy. Alright.
Okay, so first off the bat, I really, really like I really like the approach that the show creators have done with this. Well, not the show creators. The show staff have decided to go this route for season 7. They're like, hey, let's just go and do a fucking 2 different episodes. I like that they did that because it gives us a good change of pace. I was actually kind of feeling like, oh, the fucking show is just kind of, droning on, and we haven't really gotten some new shit. And it's like, wow, this is really different. On that note, these episodes felt extremely out of place. For me, these episodes, in a sense, did not very much feel like Pony. I don't know why.
It did feel kind of different. I mean,
you noticed that? It was
especially
very different.
As you knew, I wasn't hyped at all for it. for any of it, and then all of a sudden when I saw it, it's like, you know what? This actually kind of feels good. I can't wait for next week.
I know, right? These episodes really, really, really changed the aspect from last season. I really, really liked that they did that. On that note, I'm gonna give like both of them. The first episode, it was more kind of like a, kind of like if it was kind of like the first part of a two-parter, but it wasn't. It was kind of like a story building part for the like build up. But I mean, it was kind of like
it could be considered kind of like how other shows. It's like this episode, and then the next one's basically going on. It's like each episode actually continues and continues.
Yeah, kind of like that, which they might be actually doing for this season.
That'd actually be a good idea.
Yeah, really.
That'd be interesting.
So, yeah, I just it was kind of, I don't know what I would give it. Maybe like a 6 or something out of 10. It was kind of bland in a way, but the second, like, All Bottled Up, I liked that episode. It was really unique in its some aspects.
It's more character heavy.
That one, what?
It's more character heavy. It's based on how the characters were
really.
reacting.
I give that one like a fucking 8 or 9. That one was really good.
Also, now we're giving ratings again.
My ratings. The first one I'd give like maybe an 8.5. And I think the second one would be like at least a 9.5 or something like that. I really did enjoy it. I especially enjoyed the second one.
Nice. I'll rate the first one a Spike cosplaying as Rarity out of 10, and I'll rate the second one a Trixie with Starlight's face out of 10.
I've noticed now, I never thought I'd ever see the day that Trixie would become a supporting character. I always thought that she'd be a one-off, which is kind of surprising, but it's really cool. Also,
before we get off the topic, I'd actually like to say this. What I'm confused as what they did to Trixie, because they made it look like she's never used magic in her entire freaking life. She's like, oh my god, I actually did a spell.
She's a magician.
Yeah, she's doing magician acts, like throwing
tricks.
Bombs and everything.
Trixie.
Smoke. She's not really a, that book biceps is what's it called? Has more jobs. I love that. Also, I noticed this the second time I watched the episode. What does the pony that book biceps is massaging look like?
So Button Mash's mom.
Has got it going on.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, did you not notice in the spot? If that's really Button's mom, they unless John Animations gave them permission or something, they basically deserve the cease and desist from us now.
Also, I do like the song, "The Best Friends Until the End of Time."
Yeah, that song it kind of grew on me.
It was out of nowhere though.
Once you listen to it more than once, it's kind of like get used to it. Oh, I like that part. I like the part where, and I actually saw this the second time I watched it because I skipped ahead of it. The part where that one changeling changed into Starlight, and she was like, "Hey guys, I'm Starlight Glimmer. What are you guys, bugs?" And she takes out that giant spatula and starts hitting them. I love that. That was great.
Also, a quiet face.
I laughed. Yeah. That and like what you said with Celestia, it's I love that she had a lot more character development along with that she was a lot more relatable this episode. I love it. And now on to BTK6.
BTK6.
First off, first episode was good, just Discord being the same Discord that he is whenever they want to use him for a plot device that usually it would probably be something like a bat that has a bunch of nails on it that they want to shove up Twilight's ass. Because that's all he was just someone being an asshole.
Maybe without him realizing it, but who knows?
But that's still the same thing that they did last time with Twilight and Discord. The time before that, and then the first time that he did that. So it's now 3 episodes of pretty much the same thing. But the Dungeons and Dragons episode was pretty good with how Discord was. That's the Discord I want to see more of. So I would give the first episode pretty much more of a 4 out of 10.
Now we're rating this again.
Starlight Glimmer episode. So, of course, that would be a good episode for me because I love her and all that.
Oh, yeah.
It's my waifu.
It was a good episode, though, overall.
Yeah, and that, too, was a good episode overall, too.
It did teach something. I mean, not really taught, but gives people insight of how other people feel.
Yeah. I have finally gotten over me not liking Trixie being around Starlight.
They're good together, or?
They're good. But it was mostly like Trixie's a bad influence on her kind of thing. The name Trixie, it means bringer of joy. So she will bring joy to Starlight.
That's cool.
The stuff that we didn't like. For me, only one thing, the first episode kind of seemed heavily text-based. Everything else I loved about both these episodes. Wired Cersei.
Well, the only thing, since I've got to say something for the first episode, I'll say Flurry Heart.
About one little thing.
Even though it was basically only like there outside, then inside, then outside. The second one, I was disappointed that when the bottle hit the ground, it didn't explode.
Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole!
But it was still a good effect.
Yeah, really cool but creepy effect. The first episode is one I didn't like all too much. A specific
You all
thing.
seem to like the first one too much.
I like the second one the most.
Yeah, he likes the second one.
The first one has a reason. It is good for what it is, but it seemed to drag just a little bit for me.
Yeah, like I said, it's kind of heavily text-based, so you're gonna have to really listen to what people are talking about to understand.
Yeah,
I'm not-
the subtitles across the screen.
I mean, I'm okay with that, but they kind of handle it in a little. Okay, one little thing I mentioned earlier. One thing I don't really like in the second episode, even though, is that it was going back and forth between the main 6 and Starlight and Trixie, which I do like that, seeing what the main 6 is doing instead of making a separate episode for what they're doing. But it reminds me of Family Guy or any of those new shows. Like, oh, we're not confident what we're this one thing, so let's divide the attention. That's all I gotta say. And also, the intro is purple.
Oh yeah, they finally changed the intro. The intro is purple. Time to bring on the guest, and this guest is actually part of my family. It's
Applebloom.
my little sister,
Applebloom.
Eden. Hey.
An anonymous fake name.
Hi.
Hey, welcome to BronyTrioRadio.
She's a little kid, so give her some slack.
You gonna ask her when she got into fandom and how? Even though you kind of already know, but let's ask anyway.
Actually, I've kind of forgot. It was
Quite a bit ago.
I was trapped in here from the depths of hell.
It was 5 minutes ago.
Eden. How did you get into the fandom? Me.
Yeah.
Can you explain it?
I just saw you looking at it and I just...
I kind of like how somebody stalks me on Equestria Daily.
This guy right here.
Here.
I'm sorry if I laughed after everything I say because it's just a habit of mine. So, yeah, sorry. I laugh after everything I say and it probably gets annoying to a lot of people.
It's a quirk.
A few people do that.
So, what did you like about this episode?
I actually did really like the first episode.
I said, what do you like about the episode? It really does.
Yeah. Yeah, in the second one, I liked to see development of C because she was always a character I questioned a little bit. Like, I never really got to know much about her.
She's still a dick.
Yeah, I know, but it's just nice to know more.
I wonder if she still lives in the gym. You never know.
And also at this rate, I feel like the next generation is gonna be Starlight, and she's gonna have
Oh,
to take
God.
care of a bunch of people. So, yeah, that's gonna be.
It's gonna be an entire remodel of the season, just replacing Trixie over in Twilight.
That'd be interesting.
I'll accept it.
No.
She was following up a little bit of her anger. The bottle didn't really even open. She didn't open the bottle; it just blew in.
Oh yeah.
She teleported in there.
What you didn't like about it?
Oh well, what I didn't like about the second. It's like I would rather have an episode only on one thing that was going on than two things.
Like
yeah.
Or
Like, weird. Like it just felt a little weird, and also I predicted that they were gonna sing, and then they were gonna go off by like a little bit because they sung and they didn't do one thing wrong. So yeah. But yeah, I didn't really dislike much about the second one. I just didn't like the first one.
At all?
Yeah, I didn't really like anything about the first one. Maybe it was because I was half sleeping, but I didn't really like it. So the second one was cool though.
I can't wait for Rock Solid Friendship. I'm pretty excited for that. But I could be let down.
Just wait until they have to tell a story of a character's whole day in just 1 minute, and they have that many characters. They have 22 different characters in one episode, each doing their own thing.
Oh yeah.
They'll basically speed up the whole like a normal episode up to fit like 1 minute.
Like it showed like in a weird spiritual slideshow, like they did when Twilight became a alicorn.
Dude, and on a final note. Okay, so just like last year, BTR is heading to Everfree Northwest 2017.
But
got a
this
panel.
time we're actually gonna be in the spotlight.
We got a
Yeah,
panel.
that's right, folks. BTR is hosting a panel. BronyTrioRadio live at Everfree Northwest.
And it's gonna be as crap as you expect it.
We don't know. We might be also giving away stuff as well. So.
Watch us flop on the floor as we have anxiety attacks.
Oh yeah,
And
one after the other.
sputter on the table as we don't know what we're saying anymore.
Oh
Watch
yeah.
us absolutely fucking fail at all of our jokes.
And listen to the crickets in the background because we're gonna get a small room and nobody's gonna stop by.
Instead, actually, you know what? Just turn all your chairs and look at the crickets. They're gonna be doing stuff more interesting. But anyway.
I heard one of them's a magician with a hair lip.
Also, I mostly direct this to the guests. But did you know I'm wearing my tie? Applebloom. Yeah, see, it's a surprise. It worked. Okay, well now you know. All right.
Say thanks for your time.
All right. Benjamin, Brony, let's say thank you all for tuning in and stuff, going to Everfree and all that.
Okay, thank you all for tuning in to BronyTrioRadio, everyone.
Take care, y'all.
Hopefully expecting to come out, every week like we tried to do last time. But
Yeah,
for
whatever.
season 7.
All right, take care, y'all. See you in the stables, as War Sarcy says.
You and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals, so let's do it like they do on
Discovery Family.